thanks for coming to vibe with me. I'm here to do a general love reading for the sign of Leo. Leo, I will be pulling Oracle as well as Tarot to get general clarification and guidance in regards to your love and romance life. Please remember to take what resonates and leave behind what does not. Not all of these messages can fit for every Leo out there, as this is a general reading. So don't force any messages to fit. Just leave behind what is not resonating for you, Leo. Also, please remember that energy is fluid. This can play out in a vice versa fashion. Sorry, I was just putting some essential oil over here. So take that how it resonates for your individual situation on which side you are resonating with. Also, if you are new here to my channel, Leo, I would love for you to join my community by subscribing to my channel. So if you have not done so already, I'd be so grateful for that support if you'd subscribe to the channel. Leo, let's jump in. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me a message for Leo, their person, partner, love interest. Leo. Leo. Control. I was going to say, I feel this lack of opening up, a lack of communication, which is not Leo's typical energy, to not open up, to not communicate, to withdraw, right? I feel Leo energy withdrawing. Maybe because Leo is trying to control the situation in terms of how this plays out, or the specific outcome, or the timeline, how fast or slow it moves, when it needs to come together naturally and organically. Angels, ancestors, spirit. I'm going to just say this because it's really pulling at me to say intuitively. I also feel this control with self in the terms of your physical self, your emotions, your thoughts, your here and now reality versus your spirituality, your spiritual calling, what you feel guided towards spiritually, or what you feel connected to on a soul, universal, energetic type of level. I feel like there's this push and pull. For instance, for example, in your real life, you're fighting off or withdrawing from, let's say, a connection with someone, a romantic partnership with someone, when your spirit guides, the universe is pushing you to it. It's like, in reality, you're withdrawing, you don't want it, but you keep getting these signs and synchronicities and these spiritual callings that it's what you're supposed to be going towards. So it's like you're having an argument or this disagreement with your physical versus spiritual self on what you should do, on what the right decision is, on what your next move to make should be. And maybe that's where the pulling back of your energy, the not making a move is coming from, because you're at this push and pull with self right now. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me a message for Leo. which is, like I said at the beginning, not Leo's typical energy. My spirituality says one thing, but, the universe says one thing, but I'm feeling something else. The one, work in progress, extremities, right? This push and pull, this control, this duality, hollow, not opening up, not being vulnerable, feeling hollow right now, feeling empty inside without someone. Apology, a romantic offer, an apology of feelings, taking a risk, rolling the dice, going towards something that you were restraining yourself from. Leo, this is the one. You're both a work in progress, and you're understanding that. There are extremities here between you, this duality between what your heart and soul, your mind and emotions are telling you. But it's left you feeling uneasy, not yourself. You may feel hollow without this person. You may feel like a shell right now because you can't figure the situation out. But you're ready to apologize. You're ready to accept an apology and or make an apology. I feel like an emotional apology, a romantic apology, because you're wanting to take the risk, roll the dice, and remove these restraints that you've put on self, these limitations that you've put on self as well as this other person. You've bound and restricted yourself, put up walls and boundaries, creating a disconnection due to trying to control this, trying to control the progression, trying to fix someone, trying to get someone to fix themselves because of this duality, this... Okay, let's keep going here. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me a message for Leo. Heavy reading, Leo. I love reading for Leos, though. Your energy is just like so... I just love the energy reading for Leos. Leo. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Sorry, I had to read that upside down. It fell upside down. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Your spiritual path, I feel like it's this trying to control what your spirit guides, the universe, God is telling you, pushing you to, trying to give you signs and synchronicities towards, but they might not match your what you thought, who you thought you'd be with. They may not match your religion. There may be some sort of significant difference. This may not have been who you thought you were going to be with or the type of person. But you can't fight love. You can't fight the feeling. You can't fight or ignore the connection. I feel like someone was restraining themselves. They maybe knew that this was the one, this was the person, this was your person, this was your soulmate, this was your twin flame, and there was this withdrawing, this running, this resisting, this putting up walls and boundaries, acting as if they weren't the one. You're not the one for me. I don't need anybody, or we're too different to be together. I'm spiritual, you're religious, or I'm on this path and you're on that path, or just controlling the connection, the outcome, and the flow in general, when possibly someone needed to look in the mirror and see that you're both a work in progress. You're both wanting to take this risk, to put yourself first by taking this risk, by saying, screw what our upbringing said, screw what our religious factors say, or that we're still a work in progress. Put the ego aside, and if we think this is the one to that makes our heart and soul burn and yearn, then stop trying to control the outcome and just let it come together naturally and organically. Remove the restraints, take the risk, roll the dice. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me a message for Leo. Leo. Boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, and closures. Healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. Someone could have been still healing unresolved hurt and pain and heartbreak and from past relationships, past betrayals, and they weren't healed. They weren't emotionally healed or available or ready for this new connection, for a relationship. They still needed to work on self. They were still in this unhealed point in their progression, in their process. And unfortunately, it was heartbreaking that the two of you had to keep up boundaries and resist one another, even though because there was someone that was still working on self, still in the process of freeing themselves from this hurt, this pain, this toxicity that they were holding on to from a past relationship and or an addiction. This person needed to remove an addiction from their life, whether that be smoking, drugs, drinking, alcohol, shopping, holding on to toxic thoughts and toxicity from childhood, past trauma, past relationships. But this person was still in the process of progression and of growing and of learning and of healing. So there was a point of separation and moving on, or putting boundaries in place and restraining from this connection due to this person still needed to close out an old cycle, still needed to heal their heart from the past, had unresolved energies that they needed to release from their life before you and them could even think about having a romantic partnership or connection, because that would have bled right into this relationship, this connection, and caused, I feel like, just toxicity and ultimately an unhealthy relationship, because they had a lot of healing to do. They weren't in the thick of it, right? They were still in the thick of it. I feel like there could have been some hurtful words, maybe how the ending took place. Maybe it wasn't said in quite the right manner, the right wording. For example, we can't be together. You could have possibly said, we can't be together right now. You're too messed up, or you have too many issues, or you got a lot of baggage, right? Yes, those are honest, truthful words, but I feel like it was the verbiage or the tone or the body language or all of the above that created hurt on the other person's behalf, the way they took it when you were just saying, hey, I can't deal with this right now. I got my own life. I got responsibilities, and I can't take on that sort of extra responsibility and relationship with an unhealed person right now. You wanted someone who had their cup full and was healed and had if the possibility or potential was there to further this connection, you would only want to do so if it were in a mature, healthy manner. I think they took it the wrong way. Like I said, the way it came across, the way it was portrayed was maybe hurtful, a little bit careless, incompassionate, a lack of compassion. I feel like that's where the apology is going to come in. Maybe an apology on their end for a lack of understanding of where you were coming from, and an apology from their side for trying to jump into this when they still had that healing to do, but an apology on your behalf for the way the ending was communicated or words were said in a fiery, passionate, excited tone or manner that was taken the wrong way. I feel like this person's done a lot of healing during this separation, a lot of self-realization, releasing, purging, freeing themselves from addictions, toxic previous relationship baggage, working on self-respect and self-worth, and I feel like someone's either they're going to come in and discuss this with you, or you see this and you're going to go to them. Okay, let's jump into the tarot. You could have been checking up on them, watching their social media, seeing what they've been up to, and watching them progress, watching them grow, watching them release, watching them heal. Leo. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me messages for Leo. All right, Leo. Yeah, there was just too many obstacles to deal with and challenges. Other people involved, other people's opinions, other people's thoughts, other people's advice. But mostly it was just this, there was just conflict. There was just too much, there was too many differences. This healing, this unresolved healing from the past. But you both just wanted each other. It's like you wanted to jump right into the Ten of Cups and surpass the problems and sweep them under the rug and act like they didn't exist, right? It's like that was this extremity, that was this control. That's where the restraint came in. It's like we can't act like there's no obstacles, although someone wanted to. We can't act like there is not a conflict here. We can't just jump all in and act like this is a perfect relationship. Like and celebrate a good life, and like there's total security and happiness and family contentment, and we totally love it and support one another. That's not going to happen. I feel like that's what someone wanted to have happen. Someone just wanted to jump all in without doing the work, without completing the healing process. The challenges and the obstacles were, and the conflict was that this person was still a work in progress, still in the thick of healing, still had unresolved wounds. They still were healing their heart. They were still freeing themselves from a toxic past or from addiction. And you couldn't deny the obstacles. You couldn't deny the conflict. They were red flags flying everywhere. But I feel like you both wanted to try to control the situation because you both feel like you're the one. You both wanted to each other. It's like this person wanted you to be their 10 of cups. They wanted you to be their emotional savior. I want to say their emotional savior. Yeah, I have problems. Yeah, I'm still healing. Yeah, I have unresolved heartbreak. Yeah, I have, I'm not free from my toxic past relationships. Yes, I have addictions, but it's okay. Let's jump in. Leo will be my sunshine. Leo will support me. We will support each other and lean on one another, and it'll all be fine. We'll just have a good life. We'll celebrate each other. We'll make a family, and we'll be secure with one another, and it'll be like a one big happy family. But it doesn't work like that. That's not reality. That's not how things work. I feel like there was a separation that forced this person to look in the mirror and do the work. When they wanted to jump all in, because Knight of Wands, the passion, the excitement, the burning desire for one another, the wanting just to take the risk and jump all in, but Knight of Wands, Leo, is your energy. It's Sagittarius, but it's still fire. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. It's an energy of just rushing in. It's passionate. It's adventurous. It's charismatic. It's free-spirited. I feel like this person just wanted to take the risk, jump all in, and they weren't thinking about the outcome or the long term or the unresolved, unhealed past. Screw the addiction. It was like they were driven on lust, driven on passion, driven on the excitement of the possibility of this having a family and Leo being the one. I feel like you felt it too. You thought that this person could be the one. They sparked. They're charismatic. They're sexy. They look good. They smell good. They're passionate. They're exciting. They like adventure, like you. You thought that this would be someone that you could start a family with and go on adventures with, and would support you, and you could support, that there would be celebrating a good life. But something came up. Challenges arose. Some sort of factors, this unresolved healing, these unhealed wounds, this addiction that you found out about, and then it was like halted. I feel like there's just halt. I feel like this coming together, this passionate, intimate, you're the one, twin flame, and then all of a sudden it was like you found out about an addiction, or you saw a side of them, or you saw this, some jealousy came out, or some controlling behavior came out, or there was something that came out that would halted. It was like this extreme different side of them. It's like in one moment they're soft and sweet and they're the one, and then you saw a side of them that was like, I got to put a halt on this. This has to stop. We need to restrain from this, because, and I feel like that's where those words came out, those unfiltered words, like you have issues, you have problems, you have addictions, you need to, whatever was said. That created further conflict, that created the separation. But I feel like it pushed this person to work on themselves, to heal. But I feel like in the separation, it also created you and caused you, Leo, to look at yourself and showed you that how much you wanted this person. The separation made you realize how much you missed this person. You felt hollow without them. You too thought that they were the one. Your self-respect for yourself, by not allowing to start off a relationship on an unhealthy ground where you saw red flags, made you more romantically attractive to this person. And this person separating and then going and doing the work and growing, and you watching them progress and grow and heal, is making them more romantically attractive to you. And I feel like this, watching each other in the separation, this respect for one another, is what's going to bring the two of you back together. Four of Wands, more fire energy. Passion, excitement, taking action, doing the work. This is the celebrating. This is the coming back together. This is the reunion. Four of Wands is about reunion, a homecoming, celebrating, rolling the dice, removing the restraints, and just saying, I want to risk it. I want to try this. Let's take things slow and see how they unfold. I'm passionate for you. I miss you. I feel like you could be the one. I want this to happen naturally and organically. This is the 1111 card, which means the 4 pillars, which you need the 4 pillars for support, for stability, for a solid, stable foundation to get off on the right foot. Now that this person is healed and done the work, and you've seen them grow, you've seen them progress, and you've looked in the mirror as well, and you've both respected yourselves and knew your self-worth, yet you still want and desire the other person, makes you so much romantically attractive to the other person, makes this person wants to lower those restraints and remove the boundaries and take the risk and roll the dice. This is the 1111 card. Like I said, it's happiness, it's harmony, it's rolling the dice and having the freedom to just take the risk to come together. This is a higher level of commitment. This is marriage. This is the one. This is I love you and you love me. I'll support you and you'll support me. This is celebrating. This is family. This is reunion. This is coming back together because you know that this is your person. You know this is the person that will support you, that you can lean on, that you will feel emotionally content with, that you can open up in regards to your emotions and your feelings on all levels. A deep emotional connection that understands you on a deep emotional level, but that you also have a deep attraction for, chemistry for, physical interactions that are on your level, right? So it's not just you're physically attracted to them, they look good, they smell good, right? It's not just that they're this creative, passionate, free-spirited person that likes adventure like you, and that you share amazing, intimate connection with. That is so passionate and so sexy. It's not just that. It's someone that you can also open up on a deep emotional level with, that understands you on a deep emotional level, that feels like you two are in harmony with one another because of the deep understanding, because of the deep level of commitment, because of the complete, total love and support for one another. This is a harmonious home, the good life, celebrating family, a strong foundation. Ten of Pentacles, what else do you want? This is the good life. This is establishing a solid, stable foundation. This is total love and support and content. It's not just emotions and feelings. It's stability. It's passion. It's excitement. It's adventure. It's building together. It's having a home and starting things off on a solid footing. But it's complete support, stability. I support you. You support me. I'll be there for you. You'll be there for me. A deep understanding of one another on all levels, emotionally, mentally, physically. Wanting a family, wanting children, wanting the dog, wanting marriage, wanting a deep level of commitment. And having it with this person, but restraining for a while due to some sort of extreme influence, but self-respect and knowing your self-worth. But the passion, the excitement this person brings into your life makes you want to rush in and take action, roll the dice, take the risk, and remove the restraints because they light you up. They make you feel passion. You have a deep desire. This is the person that you feel in harmony and in balance with, that you feel like will support you on all levels. That you could find adventure and harmony and balance with. Total love, contentment, marriage, support. Reuniting with someone who you originally withdrew from, restrained from, tried to control the flow or outcome of how it unfolded. I feel like there's going to be an apology, an opening up, a vulnerability at a level that is going to strengthen this bond, that's going to deepen this bond, that is going to be pushing this connection to the next level, to celebration, to happiness, to building and planning for the future together. And it's all going to start off with an emotional, vulnerable apology. And I feel like whoever starts off the apology, the other's going to apologize right back. It's going to be a mirrored apology. coming back together, closing out an old cycle, progressing into the future. Leo, I hope you got some sort of message, clarification, guidance from this. Please let me know in the comments if you liked it, if it resonated, what side you resonated with. Please give the video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. And Leo, thank you for being here. I'll see you next week.